Gamers, my name is KK and I have a question. Can 2 Megapops achievement, one of the most difficult achievements in this game, be done not with the helicopter, the easiest way, but with the other towers, and in our case, with the Dark Champion? Let's find out together by the end of this video. But first, subscribe now and press the like so that we can break the algorithm. Let's get 3 likes and fucking do it. So, 2 Megapops is the pretty difficult achievement, probably the most difficult achievement in the game. And how you start it is pretty simple, because usually you do it on logs. You can also do it on Cubism, on a resort, like on the very simple maps. You get yourself the submarine, and this submarine deals the damage in the initial game. But what's next? Next, you will submerge the submarine so that it doesn't steal the pops. The difficulty of the achievement is that in BTD6, from round 0 to round 100 in Champs mode, there is only 2,043,000 pops. If you regrow farm, there will be slightly more, but 2,043,000. And you cannot allow any other tower to get more than 43,000 pops combined. So you gotta be very meticulous with your approach to towers and place them accordingly so no towers steal the pops from your main tower. In our case, it is the Super Monkey. Also, why the submarine is so OP for 2 Megapops? Because as you can see right now, it just decamos everything, and the submarine also doesn't deal any damage while doing so. This is just what we wanted to. As you can see, we got the 201 Super Monkey because it's much stronger, and we also need quite a few other towers. Since this guy cannot pop the purple balloons, you will see I will have to micro the submarine, and this run has a few difficulties, not so much. So first I gotta decamo the purple balloons, and after that I put the submarine on strong, and Super Monkey cleans up the rest. We can counter this when we afford the MAB village. So with MAB, Super Monkey will be able to pop all balloon types, and thus we will be able to pop the purples. But for now, it's kind of challenging. Every single tower in this game has its pros and cons. It's the common knowledge, but the Super Monkey is very powerful, and the only negative aspect of the tower is that most of the time in Champs mode it cannot pop the purple balloons, but MAB all the way. So as you can see, I afforded the MAB here, 230, and I afforded the 401 Alchemist. This Alchemist buffs our main tower. There were 2 options on what I could have gone for in this run. So first option is to get the tier 4 Super Monkey, but the second option is to get for the tier 5 Alchemist, and this Alchemist is pretty beefy, but I don't think it would be as big of a leap in strength from tier 3 to tier 4 Dark Knight into the Dark Champion. So as you can see, the Super Monkey is dealing with the rounds just fine. Nothing is posing a threat to us. On round 75, BFB is kinda pushing it, but not really. The only hard thing for the Super Monkey of that upgrade is to deal with the big clumps of the balloons. And look at what's happening on the screen. Regrow farm just overpowers us, and we can do nothing about this. What's the solution? I came up with one of the most creative solutions in this challenge. So as you can see, even if I change the location of my Super Monkey, if I try to do different things, it doesn't work. But we are dealing with the regrow farm. What's the best way to counter the regrow farm if you don't have a lot of money? Correct, it's a regrow blocking. So we will use the villages with the regrow blocker. It is 110 village, so that we can stop the balloons from regrowing, and thus we will be able to snipe all of them. This is pretty genius. It's the thing I came up on the go, and it's pretty darn funny. I never saw anybody use the villages in this way to counter the regrow farming. And As you will see, now these are just the regular ceramics, and the Dark Knight is more than capable to deal with them. Beautiful. Also, the good thing about... Fuck. Five minutes, 8 seconds. Also, the good thing about this guy is that he can teleport. On tier 3, the teleport range is pretty underwhelming, but you can still use it. But for the tier 4, you kinda get the overpowered teleport. As you can see, on round 84, we are almost there. We are almost at our goal of getting the Dark Champion, and with Dark Champion game becomes fairly simple. The blimps are pushing us quite hard. I need to teleport my Super Monkey to deal the good damage in the different places on the map, and boom, Dark Champion afforded, and look at this beast. Like, he's so freaking strong. Also guys, one of the biggest challenges that I already told you is 42,000 pops stolen, and we can't allow the other towers to steal anything from us. So I teleported the Super Monkey further away from the Alchemist intentionally, so that no balloons even reach the Alchemist in the first place. That's one of the best plays you can go for in these runs, if it's actually possible with the tower you are trying to get 2 mega pops with. And now I'm getting the Alchemist. The good side of Dark Champion is that this guy can pop fucking everything. He can pop the LEDs, he can pop the blimps, he can pop the DDTs, he can pop the camo balloons, freaking everything, except the purples, but purples are not the problem in the 90s. And we will be just fine in range of the MIP in case we encounter them, and it will be just on round 95. Now, I afford the overclock. Do I use it? Yes, why not? But as you can see, even without the overclock, the guy is dealing with everything more than good enough. But with the overclock, we don't even allow the blimps to go past the Super Monkey. Now, as you can see, I kinda micro it a bit here and there, so that I preserve the pops and don't allow the Alchemist to deal any damage, and I obtain the Balloon Sabotage, as you can see, in the top center compartment of the map, so that we can slow down the round 95 and round 98. Why do we need to slow them down? Because these rounds are, generally speaking, pretty annoying, and usually, if you get the DDTs in your game, you wanna use Sabotage pretty much all the freaking time. So keep this in mind when you are playing, because the moment you see the DDTs, okay, good, I'm using the Sabo. Okay, and I was wrong, I guess the base Dark Champion is popping the purple balloons easily as well. So this tower is just so freakishly OP. So as you can see, I used the Sabo, I used the overclock, and now we're obliterating everything. Gorgeous. I could have teleported, but as you can see, it's not even needed. Also, Logs is Pogs. It's like one of the best maps, the best map for the achievements, and now I'm pretty sure you can see why. Also, Ouch is the middle of Logs. Think of it. Just process it and think of it. Now that you are living with this, let us finish the fucking achievement. So it's round 96. Rounds 96 and 98 are pretty beefy in the amount of blimps that we will encounter, but we are dealing with them easily. As for the round 97, it's pretty challenging usually, but not for our guy. Since he has a lot of pierce and a lot of damage together, he will deal easily with the fortified Zomegas. Also, I have 2 overclocks at this stage, so we have our Dark Champion constantly overclocked. We have the Sabotage, which I just used, and he should be shredding through everything. And by the way, we already have, I think, almost 2 million pops. on the guy. After the end of the round, we should have 1.9 million pops. And okay, this was slightly close for my comfort, but we dealt with it just fine. And Sabo is clutching for us. Gorgeous. So still, as you can see, the pathing on this map is overpowered, and you can catch the balloons many times, even after the balloons leak past your tower. Round 99, you wanna use the Sabo on it as well, but since your champion has the bonus damage against the DDTs, it's not gonna be a big problem. And round 100, tada, we get it. It is pretty darn simple. As you can see, we have $20,000 of cash left. We have 1.98 million pops, and right after we pop the bad balloon itself, we will get the necessary pops, no problem. Plus, it's not like a perfect execution, but it's very solid execution of this achievement, simply because, as you can see, the Dark Knight has $2,034,000. Not the dollars, pops. We only let the guy to lose, I think, let me count, 9,000 pops out of 2.034 million. So very solid. Okay guys, press the like or dislike button right now, depending on what you think about this video. Subscribe right now and press the bell so that you don't miss the freaking uploads, because they are amazing. See you in the next one.